Now, I request our paper presenters to please come over to the dais. Miss Merlin Verghese, Miss Alankriti Sigatia, Miss Gayatri J. We also recognize the presence of our judge for the session, CA Dean James. A huge round of applause for all the dignitaries on and off the dais.
Practicing chartered accountant, specializing in data analytics, forensic accounting and system audits. She has diploma in information system audit, certification in forensic accounting and fraud detection and certification in concurrent audit from the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Previously, she was working with EY in the taxation and transaction advisory team. A huge round of applause and a very warm welcome to see Kavita V. Kuram.
Good morning all. What are the things which will be crossing our mind when we are about to sign an audit report? So we have to give not only explanation to the clients, okay, why we have qualified the reports. If we fail to qualify something or we had made any error in the report, we have to answer to the NFRA. We have to answer to many legal authorities, income tax, CBI, our disciplinary committee, everything is in our head. So when we are about to sign a report, it is much more nightmare than passing a CA final exam or become a chartered accountant. Our responsibilities and other things are getting increased once we become a chartered accountant. I believe that, and it is the true thing also. And how many of you CA final students here? Okay, so everyone will be knowing the CARO, right? Okay, have you studied the CARO guidelines? And there is a clause in that. There is no fraud happened in the company. Right? We have to give a certification. There is a no fraud happened in the company. Right, friends? And how many days we are getting to complete an audit? How many? Okay, you all been gone for the company audits and other thing, right? How many days you are going for an audit? And within maybe 1 month or 2 months. And within 1 month or 2 months, we are expected to complete the entire transaction and whatever is happened in the company, right? And we are doing the audit on sample basis. So, can we give a certificate when we are doing an audit on a sample basis that we have completed the entire thing and we are giving a certification that no fraud happened? Can we give such a certification? Because when we are giving a certification, we are giving a true and correct view, not a true and fair view, right? So how we can give a certification that no fraud happened in the company? With sampling, is it possible? When our stakeholders' expectation is 100% audit? Is it true? What I am telling is the fact, right? Why no response from the audience? Being student, this is the time you can be very energetic. So here comes the help of the AI tools. Here we have to make use of the technology while doing the audit. We have to make sure we are doing the 100% check of the transactions. We have to make use of the machine learning techniques or algorithms or artificial intelligence tools or AI tools in short. When we are completing the audit and we are having a panel of students who can give a good provoke thinking on the subjects more. And another thing I want to give an introduction as okay, here can you read this? This is the World Economic Forum report. Here you can see in the fourth thing, Here there is a decreasing demand for accountants and auditors. As per the World Economic Forum 2020 report, the demand for accountants, chartered accountants or auditors is decreasing demand. Side, you can see there is an increasing demand for AI and machine learning specialists. So our role is changing from mere an auditor to something more. We have to be more, we have to embrace both the technologies, we have to apply the technologies in our day-to-day work. With this thing, I am handing over the session to our student speakers who had made a good research on the subject and who will be giving more ideas on how and what are the ethical considerations and other things we have to look into when you are applying more on the AI tools. With these words, I am handing over the thing to the student speakers and all the best.
The first bell will ring at the end of 12 minutes. The second bell will ring at the end of 14 minutes. And the final bell will ring when the 15 minutes have been crossed. Hence, please, once again, the first bell will ring in the end of 12 minutes. The second bell will ring at the end of 14 minutes. And the final bell will ring when 15 minutes have been crossed. Hence, please take note of the time limitation.
Let's jump into the first presentation of the session, AI in financial risk management. We all know that AI has a vital role in our futures. We are truly enveloped by AI and its facilities. AI has helped us quite a lot, hasn't it?
A very warm welcome to all esteemed dignitaries, respected members on the dais, and each and every one of you. First of all, let me extend my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you for your time and presence here today. Imagine your accountant is a robot with the size of the brain similar to an internet. All your financial records are protected by digital fortress, and all your daily routines are handled by tireless virtual assistants. How beautiful the life is. Am I right? Yes! I welcome you to the world of AI in financial risk management. It is like a team of superheroes, each one of them with special superpowers. AI with its super speed data handling process, blockchain with its unbreakable security, RPA, the robot process automation with its unrelenting efficiency, and finally, big data analytics with its crystal ball insight. Ready to explore this new frontier where technology meets finance with me? Are you ready? Yes! So come, let's go. Understand why financial risk management is... Do you guys have a guess? Financial institutions operates in a highly volatile and complex environment where risks such as market fluctuations, interest default, and operational inefficiencies are ever present. And ensuring a risk management provides a high stability and integrity for these institutions. This helps our institutions to mitigate their risk before they get escalates. And here comes our little superhero AI. With its super speed, data analyzing capacity, analyze huge amount of data with perfect precision than any one of you can. So today, as we progress in the exploration of AI in financial risk management, let us outline some of the objectives outlined our discussion. First, to explore the role of AI in financial risk management. To analyze the benefit and challenges associated with the AI, and finally, to discuss the future trends, potential evolutions of AI in this field. AI is not just a fancy tool. It's a game changer that helps us to predict, detect, and mitigate risk with unmatched efficiency, from predicting future trends to catching fraudsters. So now, let us dive into various ways how AI contributes to financial risk management. And the first one is predictive analysis. AI's predictive analysis capability ensure as to forecast the future trends and also to understand the potential risk. Analyzing huge amounts of historical data and patterns, AI can understand the market shift, customer behavior, and financial performance, aiding on a proactive risk management. And then comes fraud detection. AI is actually a superhero against fraudsters. With lightning-fast analysis, spots suspicious transaction quicker than any one of you. AI is like a detective friend who never sleeps. Such a beautiful friend. Am I right? Yeah. Then comes market risk management. In the realm of market risk, AI provides insight to market dynamics, price fluctuations, and geopolitical issues. And this helps the investors to draft their strategies to mitigate the risk, to capitalize their emerging technologies, and also to hedge their market risk. And then comes operational risk management. AI streamlines this operational risk management by automating the process, identifying the inefficiencies and optimizing the workflows, minimizing the human errors and increasing the efficiency. And finally, credit risk assessment. When it comes to credit risk assessment, AI revolutionized the way we deal with the credit worthiness of an individual, the way we take a decision for a loan disbursement. It highly increases the accuracy of the decision, and also it minimizes the credit losses. As technology continues to evolve, it promises to revolutionize the way you think and manage finance, making the process more efficient, more secure, and more insightful than anyone before. As these tools integrate together, it not only promises productivity, but also helps the financial professionals to take strategic decisions and innovative solutions. As chartered accountants, understanding the transformative benefits of AI can help us to better navigate and mitigate financial risk. So now let us dive into various benefits of AI in financial risk management. And the first one is enhanced accuracy. Imagine that you have a calculator, a magical calculator which always gives you the right answer, whatever be the question is. That's AI for you. Crunches huge amount of data with perfect precision. As chartered accountants, no more headaches for balancing the books of accounts and spotting the errors. Because AI with its super speed brain ensures that your financial statements are spot on and letting you confidently declare that you have done it. And next comes adaptability. In the fast-moving world of finance, where trends changes quicker than fashion trends, with AI, we are always prepared for an unexpected twist in the financial market to respond with clear solutions and with quick thinking. And next comes real-time risk monitoring. One of the key advantages of AI in financial risk management, it is the real-time monitoring of the financial market and the operational environment. Analyze huge amount of data in splits of seconds. And this capability helps the financial institutions to draft their strategies and mitigate their risk before this escalates. And finally, here comes cost efficiency. Automating the process of AI in financial risk management reduces the operational cost, optimizes the resource allocation for financial institutions. Routine tasks that were handled by humans are now handled by AI. For chartered accountants, this AI means streamlining the process of auditing and financial analysis, reducing their cost allocated to these activities, and also to dedicate their entire time for more value-added activities such as strategic financial planning and financial analysis. In short, AI enhances the financial risk management by making it more accurate and more efficient. But still, to harness its full benefit, we have to address the challenges accompanying. So now let us dive into various challenges associated with this domain. And the first one is data quality and availability. As chartered accountants, we know the importance of high quality data and the completeness of data for a sound financial assessment. Ensuring high quality data and integrating various sources of data is crucial and effective for AI in financial risk management. And then comes regulatory compliances. Upholding regulatory standard is a cornerstone of our profession. Integrating AI in our process necessitates that AI-driven processes are in alignment with regulatory standards. Ethical consideration. Ethical decision making is a paramount in our practice. Implementing AI in our process demands us that address ethical concerns such as data privacy and bias. Our practice should uphold the fairness, transparency, and accountability of our profession. And finally, technological and skill barriers. When we use AI in our process, we should have a better understanding and we should have a technology and skill in data science and machine learning. I know it might be difficult, but it is a chance for you to learn and stay ahead. As we move ahead, exciting trends are shaping the landscape. So now let us explore some of the upcoming trends that reshape the way we think and manage finance. And the first one is explainable AI. This is a game changer that helps us to understand how AI arrives in its decisions. And this transparency is crucial for the accountability of the work we have done. And next, integration with blockchain. The integration of AI with blockchain ensures that unbreakable security is built, and this transparency is mandatory for the accounting transactions which you have done. And finally, advanced machine learning, such as deep machine learning and reinforcement learning. This helps the AI to empower to address crucial scenarios with more accuracy and efficiency. See how fast the trend changes. Let us not underestimate the urgency of present moment. Progress takes time, but remain proactive. Leverage AI to its fullest potential. Buckle up, because the future is now and it is as exciting as a blockbuster movie. Thank you.
Thank you, Merlin, for an insightful session. Quite sure a lot of us have gained a better understanding today on how AI is linked with financial risk management.
Sigatia. She hails from Bangalore and is currently doing industrial training in Bangalore. Welcome to Kerala, Alankruti.
Into the second presentation of the session, application of AI in auditing. As we all know, auditing plays a pivotal role in the life of every CA and every individual aspiring to become a chartered accountant. Have you guys ever wondered how AI and auditing work hand in hand? If you haven't found your answers yet, here's your opportunity. So we welcome our next presenter, Ms. Alankruti Sigatia.
We welcome Ms. Alankruti Sigatia to the stage to provide us with some insights on how AI is linked with audit and how we as auditors can benefit from it. Over to you, Alankruti.
Thank you. Namaskaram, Ernakulam. I can get a response? What will be your answer to it? Yes, thank you so much. So, audit. I don't like, but ICI likes. I have to study audit. Correct? A very good morning to one and all present here. I, Alankruti Sigatia, I am going to speak on the topic application of AI in auditing. And she has already introduced me. I am currently doing my industrial training in Bangalore. And since you people are going to listen me for the 15 minutes, it's better to just have a few understanding of who am I. So I'm born and brought up in UP, Uttar Pradesh, Kanpur, and I have been an All India ranker in CA Foundation. I'm very passionate towards speeches. Thank you. Have won some of the competitions for debate, elocutions, and such other things. Have been a national level winner for sketching competition this year itself. Further, have participated in other conferences and looking forward for this conference as well to have an amazing interaction with you people. So it's joy to be here in the vibrant city of Ernakulam with tradition and innovation seamlessly blend, just like the perfect Kerala sun. Now I know talking about auditing might not be as exciting as a roller coaster ride, but stick with me. We are driving into the fascinating world of artificial intelligence in auditing, and trust me, it's a game changer. So, imagine this. Auditors who not only crunch numbers but also detect fraud faster than the fish curry disappears in a Kerala fest. That's the power of AI. Just like the Kathakali dancers bring ancient stories to life by integrating expressions and movements, AI brings financial data to life. By uncovering insights and the patterns that are hidden beneath the layers of numbers. Picture an AI that can scan documents faster than you can speak the word Onam Sadhya. Identifying anomalies that a human might miss. It's almost like having a virtual assistant who never sleeps, never misses a beat, and has a sixth sense to find anomalies. And that is not a distinct future that I'm talking about. It's a present reality that is transforming the very way we think about auditing. So let's dive straight into the heart of today's topic, that is how to apply AI in auditing. The very first is machine learning, the Sherlock Holmes of the digital world. Imagine an auditor with a kick size which has a photographic memory and can find small clues in the ocean of data. That's machine learning. And of the two advantages of the users of it, the first one being anomaly detection. Now we know traditional auditors might miss out some sneaky irregularities, but AI's algorithms are like bloodhounds. They sniff through the irregularities, indicating the errors and frauds. Deloitte's Argus uses such machine learning to find the unusual patterns and send them for further investigation. The next one being the predictive analytics. Now, machine learning analyzes the past data so as to predict the future financial data. And KPMG's Clara uses such predictive analytics so as to find how a document is and what it's progressing in. The next one being natural language processing. So it's actually similar to my roommate. Wondering how? Well, I recently got a roommate. She shifted along with her mom. Now, being from Andhra Pradesh, she basically knows Telugu. And I am aware of only Hindi and English. Now, there is a communication gap between me and her mother. Whatever her mother is speaking to me, I am not able to understand, and the vice versa. Now, my roommate is acting as a translator between two of us. This is exactly what natural language processing is doing. It turns the unstructured chaos data into a readable information. We can consider it as a translator that speaks fluent data is. The first of the benefits are document analysis. Now we all know, auditors are mountained with documents. Correct? So it has to be made in a simpler way that we analyze everything in the best possible way. That is what natural language processing is doing. It automates the analysis, extracts the key information, and highlights the important points. PwC's GLAI uses such document analysis for their various clients. Now the next one is sentiment analysis. Okay, for this tell me how among you are undergoing your articleship? I want your hands raised. Okay, quite a many of you. Then you can relate it better. So whenever you people want a leave from your manager, what do people do? First of all, you would try to analyze his emotions, like is he in a good mood? Should we ask for a leave? Or a day mood leave can be asked. All these things you will analyze, correct? Exactly, this is natural language processing only. That also analyzes your sentiments behind the communication in email and meeting notes. It extracts the negative notes and the irregular patterns, alerting the auditors of the issues that can arise, being the unhappy employees or the compliances issues and so on. The next AI application is robotic process automation. It is like a workhorse that does the repetitive task. The first one is data collection and preparation. So this RPA, that is robotic process automation, automates the process of extraction, transformation and loading of data so as to make the process an easy way. The next is compliance monitoring. Again, RPA checks for the transactions and the activities if all the required regulations are in place and complied with. Deloitte uses this RPA so as to identify any regulation that has not been seen or missed out. Now, you all understood how AI can be applied to auditing. But then the next question that be coming in your mind is, what are the benefits? Is it worth, or are the costs more than the benefits? Should we actually use it? Then the next two slides are going to give you a clear idea what is the benefit without me actually explaining it. Okay, anyways, this video had volume, but that is fine. So, I guess it was quite clear to you all. Correct? The first slide showed how the people are getting frustrated with a lot of paperwork. Even to find a single thing, they have to look so many papers, so many files. And on the other side, it was very easy for an AI to go through the complete bundle of books. So in a brief, I would like to explain you the benefits of AI in auditing. That is advanced accuracy. Now, I don't know about you all, but I have my fair share of oops moment when I accidentally shared a meme with my manager instead of a quarterly report. Yeah, not one of my finest hours. But with AI, these slip-ups are things of a past. Now, AI can crunch numbers so faster that, and even be so accurate in the things that there is no need for such miss-outs or slip-outs of anything. The next one being increased efficiency. So, there is no doubt how AI is helping us to increase our efficiency. It's a holy grail of any auditor's dream. We all have been burdened with the paperwork, thinking ever we'll be able to see the light of the day again. It's like having a team of interns who work tirelessly without asking for washroom breaks or coffee refills or vacation days or anything as such, because that's AI. McKinsey even conducted a research which showed that by the use of AI, we can reduce the routine task by 40%. I mean, that's a well time for auditors to take catch up for their favorite series in Netflix. Okay, I mean, conduct audit more efficiently. Same thing. Next is cost saving. Music to every CFO's ears. And here, cost saving not only means reducing your paperwork or the random paper cuts, but a serious cost savings. Where again, Deloitte's research showed because our routine task is reduced, it indirectly means more money being stayed in our company's piggy bank. And ultimately, such money can be plowed back to your own business, or the auditors can be given a well-deserved pizza party. The next benefit is real-time monitoring. I'm not talking here about stalking your exes on social media. Though let's be fair, we all have been there, and no wonder if some qualified professionals can even relate to it. Never mind. The AI is basically looking at the transactions and activities on real basis, functioning like a high-tech radar for detecting the anomalies as and when they take place, so as to enabling them to focus on more efficient things rather than wasting on routine tasks. And as we all know, with benefits come the challenges and considerations, because not all the things are all sailing smooth. So the first one is data quality and availability. Now imagine if AI is given bad data, or you can say you are cooking a gourmet meal with a routine ingredients. Yuck. That's exactly what AI feels when it is served with a fraudulent data. And if the data is itself not complete, how can we expect the audit results to be? And I guess no one likes the half-baked audits. So the next challenge here is skill gaps. Now suppose a chef is told to pilot a spaceship, wondering, exactly. Auditors are today wondering the same, how to work with AI, because they are not aware of the technologies or to how to use it. Even the research conducted shows that 60% professionals are still not accepting the process of bringing AI in their work, or think that they are still not capable of working with AI. So there is a need for a bit of upskilling. The next is ethical and regulatory concern. Consider AI as a toddler with a permanent marker. As you look here and there, your white walls, or in our case, the data privacy and fairness are in a mess. All we need is to have proper checks and a proper time, so as to data also works with all the regulatory compliances along with the AI's proficiency. Now, I seen a lot of people working in currently in their articleship. So how many of you actually used AI by auditing or any of their work? Can I know? Here are the results. Hardly anyone. Why? A research conducted by Accounting Standard Board on the small and mid-sized firm, the late 2020, showed the reasons of the unacceptability of technology in auditing. And the reasons are quite clear. Lack of training, technology is very costly, or don't know how to use, and so on. Well, there has to be a solution for it. And the solution is leadership commitment and research and development audits. It's time to bring leaders on board. Think AI as your new office coffee machine. Till the time you don't know benefits, you will be wondering how you ever lived without it. The leaders need to value AI and the cost of ignoring AI, so as to put themselves to the full of their digital transformation. The next is to kick off audits from research and development. In fact, this is like a way where AI is put to test just as a test drive before a car is purchased. In this way, even the small firms will understand how to smoothly integrate with AI and put the same in their audit process. To conclude with, AI isn't displacing humans. It's humanizing the digital experience. Thank you so much. Thank you for being an obedience audience, and have a nice day.
Thank you, Alankriti, for the knowledgeable session. Many of us have gained a better understanding today of how AI can be linked with audit.
Our third presenter for the day is Gayatri J. She hails from Kochi and is pursuing her final year of articleship at BDO Kochi.
Final presentation of the session, AI Ethics in Finance. As artificial intelligence continues to revolutionize the financial industry, it brings with it both unprecedented opportunities and significant ethical challenges. AI is transforming the way financial institutions operate, from risk assessment and fraud detection to personalized financial services and investment strategies.
We welcome Ms. Gayatri J to the podium to give us with more details on how ethics of AI in finance. Over to you, Gayatri.
Okay, so India tops the list for victims of AI-powered voice scams with 83% losing money. Financial frauds rise significantly in India as generative AI gains traction. We hear these headlines day in and day out, and thus arises the importance of today's topic. Good morning to dignitaries on and off the dais, respected ICI senior members, colleagues, and my dear friends. Today I am here to speak on the topic AI ethics in finance, ethical dilemmas in financial reporting and decision making. Artificial intelligence has taken the world by storm, promising to revolutionize the way business operates. With the ability to learn, reason, and make decisions independently, AI has completely transformed the finance and business sectors. However, as machines take over these critical decision-making processes, it is essential to understand the ethical implications of the same. AI can make decisions that directly impact our life. And though we think it is unbiased, it cannot be farther from the truth. AI basically relies on the data it is fed, ensuring their outputs are only as unbiased as the data they consume. And thus arises the significance of AI ethics. Now, what is AI ethics? AI ethics studies the beneficial impacts of AI while reducing the risk and negative impacts. Why is it important? Let us think about it like two worlds. The first world, which is a completely technological era, where superhuman intelligence and exponential growth is most important. A great example for this is Neuralink, which is a company by Elon Musk, which provides brain implants, which gives you superhuman intelligence. And the second world, where ethical living is prioritized over technology, where values are more important. The first world will never understand the complexities of being human. It may understand rational intelligence, but social, societal, emotional, natural, and bodily, they undervalue it. And that is why AI ethics is so critical. Now, in the financial sector, we are interested in advancing technology, increasing efficiency, improving productivity, short-term profit, and lowering cost. However, as we learn ethical AI, there are some tension between these values. If we prioritize some, then it will cost us the others. For example, if you output a technology that produces false information, then you lose trust. If you output a technology where there are no appropriate safeguards, then you lose privacy and security. This will mean that customers will reduce over time, and this will lead to a reduction in long-term profit. So these are the things that need to be incorporated as we implement, procure, and put AI into our systems. Now let us talk about the ethical dilemmas of AI in financial reporting and decision making. These are bias, privacy concerns, lack of transparency and accountability, and regulatory compliance challenges. One of the most pressing issues is bias. So talking about automation bias, we automatically rely on systems that are technical just because it is technical. We allow ourselves not to notice things that might be false, and we easily get sold into the things that might not be true. Now let us look at the entire process where data is collected, model is trained, output is generated, and model is deployed. Now human bias can exist at each of these stages. Artificial intelligence has the potential to inherit as well as amplify existing biases. Talking about inheritance of bias, AI system deals with large volume of data and then gives conclusions. So if the data analyzed involves bias, then automatically the AI system inherits the bias. For example, Amazon shut down its AI recruiting tool after using it for a year. The tool was found to be penalizing women. Up to 60% of the candidates were men. This was because of the history in Amazon's past records. Now, bias also has an impact on decision making. Biased AI models can lead to unfair decision making. In 2018, a self-driving Uber hit a pedestrian who later died at the hospital. Though the Arizona Police Department termed it as a completely avoidable accident, the US Transportation Safety Board did not hold the company responsible. Another example is in high frequency trading, AI algorithms comes to conclusions. So the question is, who is responsible for these decisions? Who is the moral agency here? Thus, leaving such important decisions to machines can be really harmful. Now let's talk about the next ethical dilemma, that is privacy concerns. AI's predictive analytics require access to detailed personal information and thus violating privacy of individuals. A lot of times when we install application, we invariably allow access to our photos, medias and files. These apps sells this information to Cosmos AI, who later gets the entire information regarding the customers. Facebook agreed to pay $725 million to a lawsuit claiming that it had shared information with Cambridge Analytica, a data analytics firm used by Trump's election campaign. Now, coming to potential privacy compromises, let's talk about personalized marketing. When we go to Amazon or Flipkart and we browse for a particular brand of clothes, footwear, or even cosmetics, we automatically start getting recommendations to suit our choice. This is because AI's algorithm analyze our browsing history as well as spending patterns to offer us personalized products. Talking about credit scoring for smart lending decisions. Sounds great, right? It actually analyzes our social media activity and browsing history and then decides the creditworthiness of an individual. Something we would never imagine would impact our financial lives. Now let's talk about the next ethical dilemma, that is regulatory compliance. AI's decision-making process is extremely difficult to understand. So its black box nature challenges regulatory compliance, which requires transparency and fairness in decision-making. AI also moves at such a rapid pace, it is difficult for rules and regulations to keep up. Here comes a regulatory gap. So until now, we have been talking about the ethical dilemmas in financial decision making and financial reporting and decision making. Now let's talk about how we can overcome these dilemmas. This can be done through strategies to mitigate bias, strategies to ensure privacy, and strict regulatory compliance. Strategies to mitigate bias includes bias audits, conducting audits at regular intervals to identify and measure the bias using statistical analysis. Once this is done, algorithmic fairness approach can be used to take corrective action against these identified biases. Importance, the diverse data sets and diverse data teams also helps to reduce the bias. Diverse data sets from different demographic as well as socioeconomic backgrounds ensure that the AI does not favor one group over the other. And diverse development teams ensures that it brings in varied perspectives rather than a homogeneous group of people. Now talking about ensuring privacy, advanced encryption and data anonymization techniques can be used. If the data is encrypted, even if it is intercepted, it remains useless to unauthorized parties. So only authorized parties can access encrypted information. Data anonymization is basically utilizing information in data AI model without being traced back to the individual, and thus it ensures privacy. The next one is implementing strict data usage policy. Customer privacy first. Communicating clearly for what purpose data is used and also taking consent for the same. Adhering to the principle of data minimization, whereby only data necessary for a purpose is collected and used. Now moving on to navigating regulatory compliances, multi-stakeholder collaboration is essential. Collaboration to update and adapt regulatory framework. The involvement of lawmakers and developers will go a long way to ensure a transparent AI system is established. So till now we have talked about the ethical dilemmas, the solutions or how we can tackle these dilemmas. Now, ethics should be embedded at the earliest stages of development of AI model. ethics should not be thought about after ethics should not be thought about after the AI model development is done. The prospective AI model must be approved by regulatory authorities only and only if ethics is embedded in the initial stage. So as we strive forward, there must be a delicate balance between progress and responsibility. The ethical stakes in AI are extremely high that it is essential to guide it with grace. So to conclude, I would like to say that AI has to be built for humans, by humans, and keeping humans in mind. Thank you for a patient listening.
Kavita Vikuru to give her insights upon the session and guide us better on how technology can aid our future and impact our lives, as we are the future CAs and we need to be on our toes at all times in this dynamic and eccentric world.
Dear friends, it was a very good presentation by Merlin, Alankriti and Gayatri. It was very thought-provoking and it was really thought-provoking, and you have given many insights on how we can use the technologies in our day-to-day work and other things. And I don't have anything more to say about them because they have covered almost every areas which I thought, okay, I will tell you as the concluding remarks. Okay, anyhow, as the thing, just I want to give my insights as well. Sometime before someone from here was asking the BOS, why vast knowledge we have to study in the CA syllabus? Why we have to study all these things, right? The thing is that the expectation from a chartered accountant is very far beyond. It is not the expectation what we are seeking from a MBA student. By the time we are becoming a chartered accountant, we are studying the entire business. We are studying about how to audit, or from the data entry till auditing, or till how to use the technology. We are studying a lot. We are studying with basic debit and credit, and ending up with how to automate that entries. Because I have a friend, okay, who is doing from he doesn't have an office. By sitting here and there, he had made the process very automated, like that. Someone sitting in somewhere, he just have to prompt in the layman language. Okay, I have paid ₹1,000 to this party. By the time he had made a prompt, it is automatically captured in the accounting system. That is how the technology has enhanced, and it has been applied in our day-to-day profession. Okay, so I just want to start about telling about the data. Just when we are doing the audit, or if you are in service or whatever may be, the data is everywhere. We have to, when we are doing our audit, we have to do it in a 360-degree thing. Then only we can make a reporting. So we have to make sure we are analyzing all the data with all the tools and with our professional judgment when we are coming to an audit. And as a chartered accountant, the greatest advantage is we know business, right? Who else knows business better than us? Are you confident enough to say you know business? Business process is everything? Why so silent? You know business? Yes or no? You know how to, you can do a business better than an MBA, right? Because we are working from the accounting, we are managing the income tax, we are managing the GST, we are doing the costing, we are doing the financial management, we are doing the budgeting and everything, right? But the thing what we lacking is the technology. If I ask a BTech student to develop an ERP, whether they can do or think the way you people can, for a BTech student, understanding business is a hectic process. how, because in my team, I have BTech students, who have done their BTech degree with me to work as the developers, because we are developing ERPs, or we are developing the machine learning programs. So the thing is that if we find it very difficult to make the BTech students understand the business, rather than it is easy for us to make the CA students understand the technology. For them, just I don't have to tell them, okay, what is debit or what is credit. I just want to make them, okay, this is the thing which is my objective. Okay, this is how I need how the thing to be. Okay, I can train them with Python, or I can ask them to learn any other programming language. So that makes my work easier. So the persons who knows only business is called the red people, and the persons who know technology is called the blue people. And we as chartered accountants, I want to address you as you are only as chartered accountants only, because there is the difference between you and me is only some papers. After passing the some papers, you also will be in the same position as me, or maybe in a higher position than me. So we as chartered accountants are purple people. We have to be purple people who can understand both business as well as technology. With the invent of ChatGPT and other thing, we just have to prompt the ChatGPT. Okay, this is the what my solution is. Okay, this is what I need is. Just type me the program. How I can do it in a Python. It will give us all the program. I mean the programming language which I just have to copy paste. I just have to tell the ChatGPT, this is the law. We don't need BTech people for developing another thing. We need only chartered accountant or chartered accountant students, or who are wants to be in that technology. So the thing is that there is a lot of opportunities which is waiting for you once you embrace technologies. Okay. So and because of the data and digital twins is something we can stimulate the models. Okay, we can apply the data for a prediction model, or if you are developing on so that you can understand how AI will help us in our work, or it will how accurately, or how the complexity in the work can be reduced. This is a H2O ChatGPT. This is an AI tool. There are already inbuilt mission models are here. Here once we are all getting the GST and income tax notices, right? Because every day every client is getting some notices or not more. Here with this tool we can generate, we just have to input the notice to the thing. Here you can see there are visibly how many it is visible, right? There are this much machine learning models which is already built in, with which we can generate the reply for the notice. Here we are getting the consultant of 4 persons in free. Okay. We have to do a lot of homework and other things. Here our work is getting very much reduced. Here just I am having a notice. I just have to this is a notice which I received for a client of mine, which I am just inputting here. I am just inputting to the data model. Just giving a prompt that please draft a reply. Can you see how fastly I got 4 replies? Because just first reply is something like, I acknowledge the receipt and appreciate the opportunity. I just hear the reply, but I would like to bring to your attention that I have not received any income in India. Okay, and therefore I do not have any taxable income to report. And the second model is giving me another reply, something like, we would like to point out that SSC has not been able to explain the unexplained sources or investments and transactions which has led to the issuance of notice. We are carefully gathering the evidence to support our case. We'll submit you at the earliest. And the third model is requesting for a personal hearing to discuss the matter in detail, and will provide some additional information. These, and there is some other, and the third model is telling me that you are a non-filer, have to file the report. Okay, anyway, I am getting the 4 responses, right? So what I have not went to the income tax test, or I have not given for the case studies or anything. I just simply input the notice to an ML model. This is an open source thing. So, and I am getting the reply. What I have to do is I have to go through each reply and I have to customize the reply and apply and give to the assessing officer. Won't this make my work very easy? Right? Because this is making, just I can invest my time to some other works also, because there is a lot of my opportunity cost is getting very much reduced here, and I am it's like I am thinking with 4 brains, right? So this is the power of technology that which helps in our work. And have you heard about Copilot? Microsoft Copilot? How many of you are using Microsoft Copilot? Only one person? So I just want to give a demo of Copilot as well, how Copilot can help with our work. Okay, this is the liquidation order. For making proposal, or I have to submit a report or something, I have to go through the entire order and come up with some summary to get the for preparing my reports and other things. Instead of that, I can go to the Copilot. Just what I will be doing is, I will be going to the Copilot. Here, I can ask the Copilot itself to generate the document summary. Okay, something happened with the thing, I think. Okay, some issue with the net or something. So here I just have to give the, ask the Copilot to generate the document summary. It will give the summary of all documents, and another here the speakers were talking about the document analysis. So by using the help of these AI features, if you open within the, now Adobe is also having some similar feature like this. AI assistant is there. Okay, so with these features, we can make our work more efficiently and accurately. I request everyone to use the technology purposely in your day-to-day work. It will not only ease your work, but also there will be a lot of competitive advantage also, because here there is lack of experts who know these technologies. So we are in the market is also in search of persons who knows technology and business well. So these are the tools which will be used: artificial intelligence, data analytics, predictive analysis, and other things which nowadays we are, every firm or is working with or using with the technologies. And how many of you think these technologies will reduce the need for chartered accountants, or whether these technologies will replace the chartered accountants? Do you think like that? No. Our role is still there. Whatever artificial intelligence, whatever it may be, it can go with some bias, with some rules only. They are not having our professional judgment and skepticism. So professional expertise is always in need of, But the only thing, the artificial intelligence, whatever technologies it can make our job very easily. Okay. So this is the answer for that. In one way, if we are not adapting to the technology, it will kill us, because without technology we cannot go forward, and it is there to solve. I am not telling it will solve all our problems, but it will make our problems very light, or it will make our problems very easy. We will be getting answers for many of our problems by embracing the technologies. Okay. Just I don't want to. These are the some use cases where we can use the technologies. Because I was telling from the introduction itself, I was telling we have to report in the CARO there is no fraud happened in the company. So we have to find where the fraud happened, right? We have to do 100% checking on every transaction. So we have, and for there we have to use the technologies to do the entire transactions. To check the anomalies in a transactions with the machine learning models and other things to check the anomalies, and we have to go with the anomalies. Okay, and in every company the most fraud happens in the travel and expenses. Because when some employees or someone go for a travel or something, we have to rely on we are not sure whether that much expense is needed or not, whether the bills they are producing is forged or not. So there also we have to apply we have to go with the statistical models and other thing, whether what they have produced, whether what they have produced is within the acceptable limit, or we have to ensure that. And for the and another thing what's happened is the collusion with the vendors. We have to when awarding a contract or another thing, we have to make sure with the historic data which is already in the company, we have to make sure the vendors for which the contract is awarding is not is up to the standard of the company, and their quality and other things what they are providing is good. All these things we can do with the AI tools, or with the technology. All these things are very much possible. Okay, and the generating AI. Okay, generating AI produces the content from which they have learned and other thing. Any one of you are using ChatGPT for writing the reports? Everyone? At first, when you use ChatGPT, you will be feeling very tremendous, right? Everyone was appreciating, okay, how you managed to do such a report. Yes or no? But now we can, by seeing a content itself, we can know, right, whether it is done by a human or it is done using a ChatGPT. Is it predictable? And many times when we are using ChatGPT, they will be giving the result. When you are drafting the report, if you are not giving the signing, for sign things, and it's also they will be for this for XYZ and Co. This is the partner names and other things also. It will be completely drafting a report, right? Have you tried that? But if you are giving, with the help of the ChatGPT, if you are writing 10 or 20 reports with the partnership number and everything, it means that it is reading the data also. So when using ChatGPT, you have to make sure you are not giving more data. You have to think about the data security features also. Whatever technologies which you are using, you have to ensure you are not sharing the data. These technologies, these machine learning models and other things, learn from the data with which we are sharing. If we are not paying for anything, okay, when Gmail and other things are free for us, right? Facebook and other things, or we are not paying anything for Facebook or Google, because if we are not paying for anything, we are the products. These companies monetize by selling our data. So you have to make sure when you are using the technologies, you are not sharing too much information to the system. Okay. There are many, and another thing is you have to make use of the visualization tools also. With the help of this technology, we can get data-driven results, which will be very accurate and very efficient. But for visualizing this, you have to use other technologies. You have to very much efficient in Power BI, Tableau, or ClickView. So my request for you all people is you have to use the technology in your day-to-day work. You have to request your principals also. Okay, this is the chance for you. You can train your principals also. Okay, there are something new is there. Why don't you use this? This will we can give more good results to the client. Okay, so you have to train yourselves and you have to train your friends and your principals also about the new technologies, how we can implement these technologies in our work. Anyway, just I am concluding my insights with these points. And I once again congratulate all the speakers for the excellent presentation and all the very best for you. Thank you, and thank you, Ernakulam.
I really appreciate your time and effort in sharing the session and contributing to its success. Your perspectives have not only highlighted key ethical considerations, but have also inspired us to strive for greater responsibility and transparency in the use of AI in our industry.
Good afternoon to all. Okay. I believe I am standing in the midst of you people and the lunch. And SICASA chairman has specifically requested not to extend the speech, make it short, simple. And even I'm very happy that most of the things about the topics have been covered by the session chairperson as well as the speakers. So my views on this, it's now the return filing season. It started, some of you have already filed returns. And going back, if you see, the practices that we used some 4 to 5 years before, if we continue with those practices today, we are at the risk of, in fact, we have two risks which we face. One is we may not be able to complete our so-called filing process in time. Second is we would be able to complete our processes within time, but compromising on quality. Because a client business would have changed, the practices that our client adopted would have changed. So it's definite our client will bring in the so-called AI into his business, into his activities, and we will have to change, we will have to adopt this into our auditing practices, procedures, etc. Or else we will be facing the risk which I have just highlighted, the two risks, that is an audit that is delayed or an audit that is completed on time with compromising the so-called quality aspect. And our client will always be a consistent person. He will bring his books on September 28th or 29th or even 30th, expecting us to upload the report on September 30 itself. Will be consistent like Rahul Dravid. I always refer Rahul Dravid for consistency because whether it's Shoaib Akhtar or whether it is Shane Warne who sledges him, who runs from the boundary line, Rahul Dravid makes sure that he defends it without having any impact of the so-called sledging on him. So client will be consistent and the onus will be on us to be consistent to deliver quality audit within the allotted time. And for that, definitely AI will be a necessity for us. Earlier people said it's something which is a core competency, but tomorrow it will be a necessity. And would like to conclude thanking the so-called chairperson and also the presenters for their insights on these topics. And thank you all, in fact, for your patient listening. Thank you.
Our session chairperson, EKATVA V. Kurup, to felicitate our paper presenters with a memento. Ms. Merlin Burgess, Alamkriti Sikatia, Alamkriti Sikatia, Gayatri J. I request everyone to pose for a photo.
Memento. I request CA Rupesh Rajagopal sir, Chairman, Ernakulam branch of SICASA of ICA, to felicitate CA Dean James, our session judge, with a memento.